real close to the beacon. About 200 meters. Alright, so we head over to the communication beacon. I think I found something. Decoded message. Turot Codex protocol. Professor, I'm leaving these messages encrypted here. I can't let what I'm about to attempt to get out. Don't frown, but I have dragged the two to a newest student, Alex and Alicia, with me to help track this down, and this is too important to exoscience. I'm following the trail in the next system, and coding the location of mirror would come in handy. By the way, if you didn't know, there's an event currently going on where you can get, I think it's 3 ship skins right now for free.
I've got a joke for you.
001.
What do you call an alligator?
011.
An investigator. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'll go back to monitoring the systems now.
So it literally is backwards. Cool. Think about that tip, by the way. Oh yeah, hey, and for anyone trying to figure this out, I went to rapidtables.com. Screw it, may as well equip 2. Fuel, launch, you. Maybe it's under point of interest. Signal. Ah, back to what we were doing beforehand. Sorry about that brief delay. Alright, so once you make it to Z2A-4, you are going to need an SRV. Yeah, I'll fix that for next time. So, by the way, for anyone new to using an SRV, it's always best to turn your flight assist off for this one, and it actually drives much better. Ah.
What do you think? Incoming message.
Holdings established. What is Terry up to? Committer. It's just like Terry to get herself into trouble, and now she is dragging others into her mischief. She was my brightest student and also the most troublesome. While the rest preferred the more rigorous and academic method to study exobiology, Terry loved the field trip out into the black. She saw exobiology as an adventure. I do hope this isn't her last. Found it! Aha! Thank you. I think I found it at least. Oh, you're just scanning from out here, never mind. Decoding message. Turot Codex protocol. We've been attacked by opportunist pirates while aiding Terry on her little quest. I fear this is our last message unless we're rescued, but she asked us to encode her last transmission. Hopes that you find this, Professor Frank. Just a bunch of letters. KJMPKRQ or RPPQ OMPLOZBK. She said it's a 2-stage encryption and that to use our ship as the key, whatever that means. Good luck and don't be too annoyed with us next time you see us. So it's a 2-stage, so we use @bash to reverse the alphabet. So that'd probably be the Caesar decoder, right? Well, that's actually a word. Turot Moon Prospect. Does that mean anything in game, though? It's a legible word, so I will call that a somewhat success. Alright, what about the system Turot? There is a system called Turot, and it probably has something called Moon Prospect there. Alright.
We have reached our target destination. What next?
Communication beacon. That stands out the most to me, although the hint was about some sort of moon prospect. That's 577. And what about this? So that's got to be right above it with the same distance.
No fire zone entered.
Drive assist on. Drive assist on. No gravity warning.
Gravity. There it goes. Decoding message from Turot Codex Protocol. In October Consortium Science Expedition using 2 megaships passed through there recently. It seems that one of the megaships can get me to where I need to go because someone in October. I know I can sneak me aboard. I'm heading again. Keep up. Hopefully see you at the 24, 9, 18, 9, 25, 1, 14, 15, 1, 18. And then from here, if we use decryption key, the number. Oh, are those the letters corresponding to the number?
We have reached our target destination.
Alright.
Disengaged.
We live in the Corsair? Oh, I love the way the Corsair looks. I just hate the fact that I always die with it. But that, by far, is the best looking ship so far. Although I like the Panther Clipper too. Commander, please hurry. I fear for Jerry's safety. She seems to be on the verge of uncovering something that could... Oh, thanks so much for following. I appreciate it. Could radically shake up the exobiology field. It seems quite attracting and too much attention in her little quest. Decoding message. Turot Codex Protocol. I'm dropping this beacon. I'm sure comms are being tracked now. I think someone from the last outpost is alerted ahead. Damn, I thought I was being careful. I can't get caught, not when I'm this close. Including my location again. Maybe use the Codex for this one. Left-hand side of the knowledge base, 6th entry, 5th paragraph. Okay, left side, knowledge base, 6th entry, 5th paragraph. Guardian ships, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first exception was the Glonkonda, discovered in the... I don't know how to say that. With a functional colony board. Given that it's not all generational ships, this transit will be a lost cause. Oh, well that works too. I was going to say you can always drop your plugin in my Discord in the helpful links area for a lead if you want. Alright. We've made it to the system with the name that I have no clue how to pronounce.
What are your all been looking at these snapshots for so long?
Really? We're in the middle of doing something, Mr. Pirate.
That one over there looks like a space burrito.
Yeah, I just got a black adder too. So once you head to this system, you want to head over to the communication beacon, which is going to be found right on top of the Ashwood field. So it's going to be a little bit tricky to actually get to the location. Coding message, Turot Codex Protocol. I'm aboard. My contact came through and my sources were right. Something is definitely being kept a secret, but no one knows why. I managed to scan their ship manifest, but it's incomplete. Sorry. Best thing you can do is find the ship and scan the manifest properly for all locations. I can't transmit it again for the fear of being discovered, and the location is listed, so my guess is that you will only be able to locate the ship in your target system in short intervals. According to the manifest, it should restart on a new run on 31st of August at 18 UGT. I'm encrypting the manifest. If in doubt, your student Vigenere has the key. Okay, so that's going to hint at the Codex, and it's going to send us to a couple different systems. Alright, so there's a couple things to keep in mind when you're doing this part. Number one, we have an encrypt manifest. Then if you notice, it's going to show that there's going to be pound symbols for doubt. Doubt is actually going to be the key that we're going to be using. So instead of using the canon decryptor, we're actually going to be using its own cipher solver, which is going to be a little bit different. So you're going to also have to use each word individually. If you put them all inside of a list at once, it's actually not going to work properly. So we're going to decipher each different one, show what they are, and then we'll jot it down in a notepad. At the end, I'll show you all the different codes, and we'll see which one we actually need to go towards. So this one is going to be combo 1. Then you're going to want to make sure you have doubt filled in, and you're going to be decrypting down here at the bottom. So this one equals to Wakayama? Sorry for butchering these names. Alright, so we have pull. Good news is, though, once you have the cipher set up, it's literally just going to be copy and paste. You don't have to actually do too much from this point. Except for we're going to have to track down, I assume these are going to be, like, different megaships, maybe? Since she was talking about having one earlier. Graffias 2, and then we have one last one. Now, this is going to be the name of ships. I'm not sure if we're supposed to be using a Nara to track them down. The Science Vessel Cygnus follows a predicted jump cycle. Every 12 hours, it either arrives or departs. When it drops into a system, it sticks around for about 4 hours before spooling up for its next jump. Right now, it's moving between 6 and 1800 UTC slots, so if you miss it once, you can catch it again in 12 hours later. When you're in the right system, don't expect to see it in the system act like a station. Instead, you want to head over to your left panel, and you want to filter by points of interest. And then it's going to be marked by this square icon for Cygnus. Just like other megaships. Target it, and then from there you'll be able to drop it and scan it. If you arrive outside the active window, the POI won't be listed at all, so that's your sign the ship's already jumped and you'll need to wait for the next cycle. And also, when we decoded that last message, it had numbers next to them. That's how you know the cycle sequence. Currently in Atlanticus, this is going to be Destination 5. Now, there is one caveat. The Vodyakamana, or however you say that other system, it skipped it last time, so it might skip it this time around too if you did miss this cycle. However, if you're seeing this video, you have about an hour to go catch the ship before it jumps on to the next area. And then it'll be quite a while to wait for it to get to its next destination. But this is going to be the longest slowdown of it. Now, currently there's a bug going on during this questline where if you do the very first mission where we started the video on, it's actually going to automatically give you the credit for it. But if you're wanting the full lore and all the purpose built of actually doing it, you are going to need to time the cycle correctly. And if you just happen to be at the very end of the cycle and it's here, you are very lucky, Commander, and congratulations, you made it to the very end without having to wait. Special thanks to the commanders last night who were able to help us figure out some of the decoding algorithms. That way we were able to get some of this done before the server ended up turning off on us for that update. So if you're wanting to figure out where you're supposed to be looking, so if you head over to the context panel, you're going to be looking for the ship log uplink. So then you're going to need to use your data link scanner. And now you should get the final piece to the puzzle. We'll jump cycle Graffias Vodka Maverick Upaniklis, Coles 359 Sector AEN B9-4, October encryption error, rendezvous with Orion on completion. So at the end of the final skid, we got coordinates pointing towards HR 6524 and even deeper to the Cole 359 Sector AEN B94. So apparently once we head over to the Cole sector, there's actually going to be one more communication beacon. I haven't heard anything at all about the HR sector, so that one might just be a ploy for something later on, or to trick people. But as you guys can see, we do have a communication beacon here. Professor, I've asked my contact to drop this beacon. I'm going to try to get off the ship undetected while they're conducting more scans. They've had this place permit locked for years, and I have no idea who they are, but it's clear the October Custodium has something to do with it. Otherwise, how else could they get by this permit lock? I'm not sure how long I'll be able to stay without being discovered, but from my initial scans, I think I've stumbled upon something that will blow your mind. Now, for anyone curious, the coal sector and the HR 6524 are actually only like 70 light years away. So if you want to check out both, they're actually pretty close to each other. So it looks like heading over to the HR 6524 system, we don't actually have anything currently available for us to continue this journey. Like, the points of interest would be completely empty. So she only dropped it inside of the coal sector, which is kind of interesting. But that is actually going to be able to conclude the journey, and you should get what did she find at the very end. Now, the reason why this is at the very beginning of the quest slide is sometimes this mission's buggy and you'll get what did she find at the very first scan that you do. Commander, this appears to be the final message from Terry. There are no more encrypted messages from here. That concerns me. If I'm reading the data from this, there's a permit lock system neighboring this one, but its contents aren't registered on any cartographic map as far as I can tell. What could be in there? What was she hunting that's being kept so secret? And who wants it to be kept a secret? Any secret big enough to hide from explorers and exobiologists must mean something remarkable. I'm going to continue to dig into this. You'll hear from me again once I find out something useful. Something feels wrong about all this, but I now know I can count on your help. I've issued a reward to your account. So, basically, the manifest from Atlanticus points us towards HR 6524, but when we arrived, there was nothing unusual in the system. No megaship, no POIs, nothing fun. It's just a little breadcrumb on the main waypoint heading over to the real step, which is going to be Goal 359, Sector AENB94. So this is just more of a stepping stone. If this helped you guys complete your journey, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe, and let me know what your theories are. Is this going to be where they bring Raxla back inside the game? Is it where we're going to find more Guardian tech? Is it going to be something whole new that we haven't even discovered yet? Universe awaits us. Let's see what's out there, Commanders.